Okay, first I'm gonna introduce myself first to the viewers. Halo teman-teman Jakarta Konser, kita kembali lagi di Jakarta Konser Interview bersama aku Bianca dan
Fari.
So we're back with New Hope Club. So can you guys introduce yourself in bahasa, please?
Halo, nama saya Blake.
Hello, nama saya Reese.
Yes.
Hello, nama saya George.
Oh, so good. Your Indonesian so good.
Yeah, not like you didn't just tell us how to say.
We remember. What are you on about?
Sorry, lying. I'm lying.
So how do you feel to be back on tour?
It's amazing, yeah. We're so happy to be back on tour, playing some new songs as well that we've been working really hard on this last couple of years. We've had a really great reaction. We've been playing some amazing shows. We just did a US tour. We did some shows in Europe, in England. We just played an amazing festival in Korea, and now we're here in Indonesia again. We've missed it. We love being here, and we're very excited for the show on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm very sure your fans, Indonesian fans, miss you guys too.
For sure.
Yeah. And as we know that Riz, you lost your phone, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how did that happen?
I think in Asia we don't get phone signal, so we're not usually on our phones like during the day. Whereas normally like we'd be like checking it and like always checking if it's in your pocket. So in Asia it's difficult. You don't check it as much. So I think it must have dropped out my pocket. But they actually, I bought a new phone and then they found it. So now I have two phones.
And then, can you tell us a bit about your new song, which will be released next week? And do you guys know that next week is Indonesian Independence Day?
Yeah, we heard. That's very cool. We're releasing two songs. Call Me a Quitter and Whatever. So it's we released two songs last time, and it's like a little throwback to how they used to do it back in the day, you know, A side, B side sort of thing. So yeah, Call Me a Quitter was one of the earlier songs that we wrote in while we were writing the album. So it's all about. Well, we started writing it actually in the back of a black cab when we were having a bit of a deep chat. We were like talking about our relationships and just how we were feeling, and got quite emotional, and we were like, you know what, this is a good idea for a song.
Good concept.
But I think sonically it really sums up where we wanted to go as a band as well. So really excited to get everyone to hear that one. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it's definitely the most personal and like open and honest we've ever been in any song that we've ever released. So I'd say we're also like a little bit nervous as well, just a tiny bit. You know, like people have like a little insight into your like personal life, which is kind of cool, but also a little nerve-wracking.
It went down very well live as well.
Yeah,
we played it live.
There's a great sing-along part in the bridge with like Lars. So whenever we play it live, it's always cool to like look out at the crowd and everyone's just kind of dancing and partying around, and it's like. It's kind of weird seeing, like, going from when we wrote it in the studio to then like playing it on stage, and then to kind of thinking back to the moment that you wrote that part, and then you look out and everyone's just singing along to it. It's a really surreal moment, which I'm just excited for it to be out so everyone can listen to it through their headphones when they're walking around or in the car or anything. I think that's gonna be cool, seeing how people react to it when it's actually out. He's got the water.
Sorry about that.
But then,
keep talking.
But whatever is, it's sort of just like a fun, carefree sort of like breakup sort of song. So it's one of those ones where it is just like a fun vibe. You can stick it on, you can dance to it. You spill more. That's incredible.
Don't bring attention.
Sorry.
It's not happening.
But yeah, we're super excited to get these songs out in like. I think it's in 5 days from now, so yeah, we can't wait for everyone to hear it and let us know what they think. And then the videos as well, we've shot videos for them that are also very cool.
Really looking forward.
Yeah.
So you get the inspiration for Call Me a Quitter based on your feelings and emotions, right?
Yeah. I think all the songs on this new like kind of phase, this album that's coming, they're very personal to us. We've made sure that that we're very honest in this next project, which I don't think we've always been as a band through our music. So I think that we can relate to every single line, every song on this album, which I think is made it easier to write. Like it's just kind of just fallen out of us. It's all true. It's all true. Bring the rhyme. It's just it's been really easy for us. It's kind of like everything we're going through. I think we're always like, we're best mates, we're brothers, we spend our lives together, so I think we can talk about anything, which makes it so easy to just go in the studio and just write about whatever one of us is going through, or whatever the song, you know.
Okay.
Alright, did you guys get difficulties while making the Call Me Quitter?
Quitter.
Yeah, Quitter, yeah.
Any difficulties?
Yeah.
Not really, no. I think it was quite an easy song for us to write because I think it was a bit of a therapy session for us, because like I was saying earlier, it's very it's a very emotional song and a song that really like connects to us.
Mine tastes like soap.
Mine tastes like soap too. It's like, I think sometimes writing sessions are really easy because it's like, sometimes, you know, when you've got like a problem and you have to talk about it, and it's sometimes hard to like put into words how you're feeling. Sometimes for us, like writing the song is that form of therapy. So I think it was actually quite an easy song for us to write. It kind of just fell out of us a little bit.
I think also as well, even recently, especially for this project, we've only had people like our friends involved in the songwriting process. So it'd either be them or just us. So that also like starts that like comfortability. As soon as you walk into the room, you know who's in it, you know, and you can be like open and honest.
Yeah.
And
we used to write with a lot of people that like we didn't know at all.
Yeah.
So like it was really hard to like go and imagine like meeting someone straight away and being like,
the first hour of the session is like telling them
what
who you are and what you've done.
And they don't understand like the vision of the band and like what we want to achieve. So it just became like very like down the middle. Everything was just very easy and safe. So like we've started to just only work with like people that know us and understand.
You also find that those people are writing every single day, like in circles, like doing different artists and pop artists, and it's like they're you know, it's hard not to write the same kind of song. Like it's hard not to write a similar kind of song. So I think
it's nice having like just a select amount of people that you know understand like where the project started, where it is now, where it ends up. You know, so it's much easier. And also it's just people we'd go out for a drink with as well, and like just chill and hang out with. So it makes life a lot easier.
Okay, because we've asked about difficulty, is there any funny stories while recording Call Me a Quitter?
Call Me a Quitter.
Your face because we just come from the gym and you were tomato.
What's that?
When you were drumming, it was really hot.
I was sunburned.
Was it?
Yeah, that was
really
sunburn.
hot. Was it sunburn?
Yeah. That's the
I think I got a video or something. A fun thing.
I had really bad sunburn. It was really hot in
It was so hot.
The whole thing was pretty funny though, because we're just having so much fun.
Yeah.
Like there was no pressure. Like this whole album, there's been no pressure because we were obviously in a pandemic and like we knew that there was no rush to release anything, and we wanted to make sure everything was perfect. So I think the whole thing we were just relaxing, just like being idiots half the time and just trying things and just experimenting. So yeah, it's fun.
Someone's sound checking upstairs.
I know, there's a full gig going on.
Let's go.
Alright. So is there any lyrics on the Call Me Quitter that you like the most or relate the most with?
I don't know. I like the second verse. Maybe she knows. I know she's becoming part of the furniture. And I think it really sums up that sort of like idea of the song of like,
take a step
Taking it
back.
for granted.
you're taking it for granted.
They're
Like
always there.
yeah, you're like starting to, like, you know, you don't look at, you might buy a new chair for your house or for your living room, and like the first few weeks you'll be like,
Oh, I
love that new chair, but then after like
Yeah.
a while it's just the chair that you've got in your house, and it's just kind of, I think, resembles what the song was about, like settling and not taking it for granted.
Could you tell me the reason why did you make the whatever song? This is like one of the questions from your fans.
What was the question?
Whatever song.
Whatever.
Tell the reason why did you make.
I mean, that was a song we wrote early on in the pandemic, and I think we've
Why
all
did you
gone.
make it?
Why?
I'm gonna get to
Why?
it. I'm
Why?
gonna get you. It's just one of those ones. I think, like, you know, we've all gone through relationships, and then when you break up with someone, you're just kind of like,
Why?
what do you mean why?
Sorry,
interrogation. But yeah, it's like, you know, people sometimes when you break up, they go say things behind your back and stuff. But it's like a carefree. It's kind of you just brushing it off. You're just like, you know, whatever you want to do.
That's what the song's about.
Exactly.
Now, why did you make it?
Why did you write it?
But why did you want to make this song?
Because we did. Like, why do you want to write any song?
Yeah, just
That's
it
the
was-
question.
I think the vibe of the song is very.
so hostile.
The vibe of the song is the reason. I'll say the reason why it sounds like it sounds
Oh, okay.
is because the lyric is like George was saying, it's whatever. You know, it's
Yeah.
like when you leave a relationship, and you're like, you know what, I don't care. You know, tell
Yeah.
your friends this, tell your friends that.
Whatever.
I'm done with you.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Who cares?
You know. So
whatever.
the vibe of the song
Whatever.
originally
Yeah.
was very like swung, and it was very Beatles. And then we were like, do you know what? It doesn't fit the lyric.
Mm.
So we were like, let's make it feel carefree. Like you can just put it on, walk down the street, and be like, whatever.
You can have a dance to it down the street.
So that's what it became. Yeah.
That is why. Whatever is whatever. It
There
is
you go.
to that fan.
All right. The next one is
Why?
any genre that you guys would like to try in the near future. The genre that you never tried before.
Like genre,
Sorry.
like genre of music.
Genre of
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Genre of
We're kind of open to a lot.
Mhm.
Like this whole project, I think you can like hear in a lot of the songs.
interpretive jazz for the next album.
100%.
I think that
why
would
not?
be. I'm down.
There's
do
like, in all the songs, I think there's a lot
Too
of
jazzy.
different different genres
Okay.
and different things combined to make our sound. We've always been into different types of music, from like,
Yeah.
I don't know,
From we were born since we were born.
jazz to whatever. Like,
Yeah.
we actually do.
I think with this album, everyone that we've showed, they've like everyone draws something different. It's like they listen to it and they say, "Oh, this reminds me of like," and I think that's like such a good thing. I think it's like when you have a good meal and like you think, "Oh, this reminds me of like when I was a kid and I was eating like." That's what
It's
like
nostalgic.
that's what it's all about. That's like what you want music to do. You want it to
Mhm.
take you somewhere that like reminds you of when you heard this song for the first time, or like it invokes feeling, and that's like I think that's what we want to achieve.
So Leslie, what do you think about Indonesia and Indonesia fans? And would you like to say something in Indonesia and Indonesian fans?
Terima kasih. So grateful for all of their support. Like, it's honestly insane that we can keep coming back to these kind of places, and like the support that the Indonesian fans showed us over the pandemic, especially when we couldn't come and we weren't releasing music, and it was incredible. Like, honestly, so grateful to every single one of them, and we're so excited to be playing the show on Sunday. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sunday.
we're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Cannot wait. Yeah. All right. Close.
See you guys on Sunday.
See you.
See you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you guys so
Thank
much
you.
for taking your
Thank-
time for us.
Thank you very much for coming.
Traveling and
Yeah.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah. Me too.
All right, stay safe, guys.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
too.